Nagabenta ki khubor ba man kasni pet but subscribe ya u an Kublay pi baro kini kilong ki khubor bam ta kasni ka National Handloom Development Corporation NHDC hapo ka Ministry of Textile ka Sarkar India kalapalong ya ka Authorized User Registration Camp na kabenta ki GI Register Handloom Products jong ka Meghalaya kata ka Meghalaya Ryndia Textile GI Tag number 111 but ka Meghalaya Khasi Handloom Product GI Tag number 1113 ha State Convention Center Shillong Kani ka lang kalong hapo ka lang but ka Directorate of Sericulture and Weaving Government of Meghalaya but ka jingithuh bon na ka Office of Development Commissioner Handlooms. Frederick Harkongor IAS Principal Secretary Department of Textile Government of Meghalaya ulong ukongsan. Ha ka jingpren jung ukro ba ka ryndia ka de ka marching ro ka bala ai kerpang da ka Sarkar India ha ubnai rimpang but kalami syakmat ha ka pyrthei kum ka woman driven naturally dyed hand woven textile ka bakarshan ya ka yo ka kot jongki paranong bala ha ka shnang ulong ba ka Meghalaya kalaya hap ya ka GI tag ling ba ka jingstang na ka history ka skhem ki kot ki bala mi na France Scotland London but Oxford ki bakdo perkhat ya ka jingnong kerpang jung urindia na du ka rep sha ka puk ka pre but sha ka final weaving ha ka rukam tinrai jung ka jilla Karkum ka jingithuh ukhar kongor palat arpu prahajar tali ki longyeng ki lamentoi lingba ka ka kam. South nyo hajar south spa lai pongut ki sericulture farmers but sapu hajar spa ngut ki nong thanjan weavers ki don hagani ka jing im jingman ka jilla. Kapinmi hadu sapu hajar metric tons ka eri ryndia manla usnem wat hakapor kovin. Ka jing pinmi kam shem lahir nrei kala kiu kala. Loong baminta ki don ru ki jaka ber ki longying ki bathamai ki bon ra ka jingkiu ha ka yo ber ka global branding jong ka Meghalaya handloom wat na ka benta ka export level quality.
Following to ma'am's felicitation, I request the team to be ready. The next felicitation will be for Shri
post GI activity because we all know that in the month of February the state was recognized and awarded GI for India, and since then there has been a lot of highlighting of this aspect right from the level of the Honorable Prime Minister. Like Honorable Prime Minister had mentioned it in his Man Ki Baat, which was broadcast sometime in June, and prior to that he had also written a letter to our Chief Minister where he mentioned and also appreciated the ryndia fabric for being hand woven, hand spun, ethically sourced, organically produced, naturally dyed and women driven, qualities which are a very important aspect of India's sunrise sector, which is the textiles. Coming to Meghalaya, up till a few years ago, sericulture and weaving was a very local village-based activity, and it was almost at the on the verge of I should say dying out. But through concerted efforts by various stakeholders, including the government, various departments, and the people at the grassroots level, there has been an upsurge India has undertaken. And recognizing this from Department of Textiles, development was the declaration of Umden Diwan as the first Eri Silk village way back in 2021, where through an official gazette, the various activities of the Umden Diwan cluster was recognized, and the state and that village was recognized as the first Eri Silk village. So since then that journey started, and there was a thought in the minds of the department that we should seek to apply for GI, but we encountered problems because we did not have a registered user group. We motivated Mr. Precious Moon and his group of weavers to mobilize themselves, and after the department facilitated the mobilization of the organization, then historical records which date back to 200-300 years ago from the British archival material which we sourced from the British. We had a lot of materials which we sourced from various countries, including France. In fact, there was an image, there was a sketch of the daughter of the Raja of Cherpanji, dressed in a in an airy Jensen, the two-piece dress that we have. So that appeared in a sketch in a French magazine 200 years ago. So things like those, plus we also drew on the source material of many other researchers. There was another Scottish researcher called Anna, who had done a lot of research work on the khasi textiles, on the ryndia and the work in Ribhoi, which was published in the University of, in the Royal College from London, and then also it got featured in the Journal of the Oxford, textiles. So all these materials we collated, apart from the production, right from farm to fiber, fiber to fabric, fabric to fashion, the entire documented, engaged heavily with stakeholders, with the people from the field, and we were called for a GI here in 2024, and there we were able to place and we were able to showcase all these historical as well as archival records, as well as the unique manner of production. Apart from that, one very important aspect that I would like to highlight with you is that this activity, in fact, benefits over 50,000 families, which is quite a large section, considering that Meghalaya population is about 30 lakhs. 50,000 is quite huge if you if you translate them into, and I'm talking about families only, so it could be into 4 and 5. So as per records, there are about 47,430 sericulture farmers and 42,755 weavers and allied workers, directly or indirectly involved. So that is quite a huge number in terms of the contribution to the economic livelihoods, and that number is steadily growing as well. I'm also happy to share with you that in terms of the production, in fact, in terms of eri, the state produces about 14,000 metric tons of eri cocoon, and even during the COVID period, which was a lull period, in fact, it is quite surprising and quite pleasantly surprising rather that the production numbers grew during that COVID period as well. So it shows that the work never really stopped. It kept on growing. Of course, there are many challenges, as you mentioned, about marketing. But now, with so many local production houses which have come up, plus the Ryndia brand which we have, production houses, some of which, Craft Exhibition Center in Delhi. So we have some of our local production houses there as well. And some of the production houses here, I can see some of the faces here, Mr. James from Dela Production. So how do they use this key properly so that they can leverage all the benefits and all the all the marketing like enhancement that can follow with these things. So I will not take much time because I have another meeting, but I would like to thank the NHDC and the